Welcome to the New School of Marketing podcast, the place for smart, simple strategies that will amplify your business results. Sharing practical tips, insider knowledge, and actionable advice because marketing is something that every business owner can do. Now, let's get started. Introducing your host, Bianca McKenzie, mum, lover of snow sports, camping, horse riding, and in-demand launch strategist and Facebook advertising knowledge bank.
Hey, and welcome back to the podcast. I hope you are well. Wow, there's so much happening in my life right now, and I feel totally overwhelmed. So Melbourne's had a few new COVID cases, so we have more restrictions, aka lockdown, which in a way is good because it protects the community, but at the same time, it's really not great timing. We're literally right in the middle of selling our current house and packing up to move to Tasmania, and it's making everything a lot trickier. Anyway, it is what it is, and we need to just navigate things a little differently. And talk about navigating, let's look at launching and what you need for a successful launch. And in this episode, I'm going to focus mostly on online course launches, but a lot of these elements are relevant for selling products in an online store as well. So let me paint the picture for you. You've created your course. You've set a dollar amount for your program. You've done the research on your target market. You've created your sales page. You're open for business. And then you hear nothing. Silence, crickets, nothing. What you failed to do was create a strategy to launch your beautiful new program. And a lot of us fall into this trap. We create a thing, and then we have to sell it, and we kind of just put it out there and hope for the best. And that's not how it works. Everything we put out there for sale needs marketing. You might feel a little bit, icky about that when I say the word, but I'll say it again. Whatever you want to sell, you need marketing. And it might not be what you want to hear, but if you want anyone to come through your virtual doors, you'll need to share what you've created and invite people to join you. And that's how I see marketing, as sharing what you have created so that people can find you. And this is the biggest problem that I see when people come to me saying, I'm not selling enough. It's literally because they're not getting enough eyeballs, so to say, on what they've created. And they're not getting enough people to see them, to hear what they have to say. So it is literally, most of the time, it's a traffic issue and a visibility issue and not a conversion issue. So now that you have your program or your course ready and you've opened your virtual doors, let's talk about what you actually need to sell it. Well, you need a strategy, a game plan for getting virtual bums on seats. And I'm going to tell you 5 elements that you must include in your launch plan and strategy. All right, let's go. Here we go. The first one is list building. The first step to being able to sell your program or your course is to build an email list. If you haven't already started your email list, you really want to get this going. And I have talked about the importance of an email list so many times. There's tons of articles on my blog, so check back there. But in a nutshell, your email list is the most likely source of conversion, plus the easiest way to connect with your audience. You may have heard that the money is in your list, and for core sales or any volume kind of sales, that is true. You do need a list. Another reason you need a list is because you cannot rely on rented land, and Facebook, Instagram, all of the other platforms, they are basically rented land, and you cannot control who sees what you are posting because you don't control the algorithm. So with your email list, there's a bigger chance of you being seen in someone's inbox than you have when you just post on social media. They might see it, they might not see it. So list building is incredibly important, even in this day and age. Like, I started this business years and years ago, and back then list building was important. It is still the case. It is really, really important. Following on from that, number 2 is email nurturing. So it kind of goes hand in hand with the first one. Whilst having a list is great, you can't just collect email addresses and sit back. It doesn't work like that. You need to connect with your subscribers and nurture them by emailing them, providing value, share relevant content so they get to know, like, and trust you. And I have talked about this in previous episodes as well. They need to know, like, and trust you. So don't just email them with emails that say, buy my thing. Nurture them, build a connection, let them get to know you, and make that decision whether or not you are the right person to teach them what you are teaching. Number 3, Facebook ads. Of course, as a Facebook ad strategist, I have to include this, but I do want to say that you can build a business and grow your list without ads. It will most likely be slower, but it is totally possible. In my experience, Facebook ads has grown my email list a lot faster, and it has done the same for my clients. And it's one of the reasons my clients choose to work with me. I've been behind the scenes of 5 and 6 figure launches, and one of the secrets to a big launch is that you need a sizable list of subscribers that you can convert into buyers. So given that the average conversion rate for online programs is 1 to 3%, you can pretty much do the maths on how many subscribers you need to reach your launch goals. And I guess the reason for seeing a multitude of ads in your newsfeed is because it works and it does build your list faster. So Facebook ads is really a key part to having a bigger launch, in my opinion. Like I said, there are lots of people that have done it without ads, and you don't need ads. It just speeds up the process a little bit more. The next one is Facebook Live and video. Once again, I'm going to include this, but I want to let you know that you don't have to do Facebook Lives or videos. However, it will support your launch conversions. Facebook Live and video is a fast track to getting to know, like, and trust you, because they get to see you, they get to hear your voice. It's a more of a connection thing, especially when it's not scripted. In a Facebook Live, often it's not scripted because it is live and it is just all you. So they can hear you, they can see you, they can make that connection much faster than when you write, because writing we can all sort of edit and make look nice and things like that. So if you're looking to build a connection with your audience faster, Facebook Lives and videos is really the answer. And I basically recommend that my clients incorporate them in their launch strategy because it builds a connection and it makes them visible and front of mind, especially during a launch. It's also a great opportunity to create a dialogue with your audience and answer any questions live, especially when you are right in the middle of a launch. When you are live, people can connect with you and people can actually have conversations with you or ask you certain questions. And then number 5 is connecting. So I'm wrapping this up with this particular element because it is the most important one of all, and I want you to remember it. Connecting. It is so important. Business is all about creating connection and building the know, like, and trust factor. There we go again. I mention it lots of times in my episodes. People buy from people. So the stronger you can build a connection, the better. It is really important for your audience to get to know you and resonate with you, especially in a service-based business or in a course-based business, because people are going to be learning from you. So they need to know that you are the right fit and the right person to be learning from. So you can utilize social media platforms to build that connection. Show up on lives, go on video, have conversations, Instagram DMs, anything like that, Facebook voice chats, anything. So have those conversations with your audience, show your behind the scenes, answer people's questions, show them who you are. You can basically have virtual coffees with your audience. So you can send them love notes, like, your email newsletter. Every touch point builds further on the connection, and when your audience is ready, they will show you the dollars because they know you and they know that you can help them with their particular challenge. So there you have it. I'll wrap it up quickly again. Number 1, list building, super important. Number 2, email nurturing. So nurture that email list that you're actually building. Number 3, Facebook ads, just because it speeds up the process. Number 4, Facebook Lives and video. So if you can build that connection with that particular medium, that's really good. And number 5 is connecting. It is all about the connection, because that is how people decide that they want to buy from you. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the New School of Marketing podcast. I hope it was helpful, and I can't wait to share more marketing tips with you next week. If you're ready to take your business to the next level with Facebook and Instagram advertising, make sure you visit newschoolofmarketing.com to download practical free resources, plus subscribe to the podcast and never miss an episode. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. Until next time, take care and market your business every day.